Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast.
Porn is the key to a happy relationship. Yo, what's going on, brother?
You got it, man.
What's up, people?
Hey.
Welcome back to the Midnight Paco Podcast. And if you haven't, this is the first time, welcome to the Midnight Paco Podcast.
Welcome.
You can follow me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
And I am the _great_COREE. That's where you can find me, and you can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram as well.
That's right. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, notifications.
Thank you.
Appreciate everybody out there.
Yes.
What's good, brother?
Man, you know.
Yeah. Another week.
Another fast week. It just went by like this.
It always does, man. It seems like it's not going to. And then every day is like, okay, I got this to do. Okay, I got this to do. It's like, fuck, I gotta go here and there, you know. I had to go back up there, you know, last week. And this week I get to chill, you know. This weekend, I think. I don't got nothing planned, but, you know.
I'm sure this is what, what's his name? Lisa Bonet's ex. What's his name?
Oh, God. I don't know these people.
I thought of Randy Travis, but I know that's not his name.
Oh,
Lenny
Lenny
Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz.
I'm sure this is what Lenny Kravitz was talking about on that song, Why Are We Running?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Why Are We Running? And it was slow down and enjoy life.
Yeah.
You know?
Trying to, man. But at the same time, it gets, you know, just the little things get frustrating. Things pile up, you know what I mean? That you can't control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you figure, you think of a way, and it's just like there's just no way to get. Most of my problems are just bills. Other than that, I'm kind of good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But the as always, financial issues are like a burden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know everyone out there feels those pains. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the only one. But at the same time, it's like you work, you get a paycheck, you pay as much as you can on some things, but all those extras in life that you got to get, gas, dog food.
Yeah, to do everything the correct way costs money because you got to get insurance.
Yeah.
You have to pay insurance. You got to get dog food. You got to pay your taxes. You got to pay your city taxes.
All of that.
You got to, pay, and you doing everything legit. And it's like, it seems like you never can get ahead or, save yourself a nest egg in case of emergencies. And
I mean, I guess you can, but I guess there's sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to make sacrifice.
Yeah. There's a thing like there was a job I had where I had good money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Problem was it was seasonal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even then, when you're making, you could, stretch it out if you had those options, but at the same time, it's like you don't worry about going to the store and getting this thing and that thing at that time. You're living pretty good. You learn to stretch through those other months, but at the same time, you don't get to do anything else.
Right.
Because that's all you're fucking doing.
Working and coming home.
Yeah.
Go to sleep,
and
wake up, repeat.
And then what's that? And what kind of life is that? You know what I'm saying? So it sucks. But at the same time, you get those little moments to keep you.
Right.
And that's what we did on Wednesday. And when you get out to do a set, you know what I'm saying, man? It gives me that time to go out and enjoy that little time where you're together with cool people. For one, me and you. You're out with your brother. You know what I'm saying? You go out with other comedians you meet out there. You know what I'm saying? And you just have a good night. Trying to get a crowd to laugh.
Right.
You don't know what crowd's showing up. You don't know who's going to be there. They're there to watch comedy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could be 5 people, 10 people, 30 people, depending on, you know what I'm saying? But And it's just like, you get a chance to, work on your stuff and craft it, craft the thing that you want to build to go out and tell to hundreds and thousands. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We lose track of that in this process, in this daily or weekly grind. You know what I'm saying? For us, we're basically weekly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Most people, I'm sure some of them, they try to do daily. A lot of people out there hustling daily.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because they turn around material. But like I said, I ain't got time to waste. So I'm trying to craft on what I want to talk about. And then you go around that. You get rid of things here and there. But what's the problem in taking the time?
Right.
There's no rush, really. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we have 15 minutes. We have 30 minutes. It's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We're not sitting there and like, okay, this is what I'm going to start with. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to carry and go and transition. You know what I'm saying? It's not crafted out, but we've been on stage enough to have that material. It's in our heads. It's been, but once we decide, okay, it's almost like we got to do an outline,
right?
And figure out kind of what. That's where I'm still dealing with in my head.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. Shout out to Joe Byers and Yoshi.
Shout out to Joe Byers, Yoshi, hot breath.
Yeah, he does a live joke feedback every Tuesday.
Okay, that's dope.
At 5 p.m.
Okay.
So basically you get on there and you just type joke, and you can type in your joke and they'll read it, you know what I'm saying, and give you feedback on it. And they gave me great feedback on it. So I'm going to, try it out. Oh, I can't wait to try it out that way.
Right.
So it's dope.
That was a good joke.
Yeah. I posted. I think I'm going to put it on as reel. I put it on my story, but I got to put it out there because it was a good little clip. You know what I'm saying? And give them more, I got something tomorrow. I'm going to go to the post office after work and send out them shirts. That's right. Yeah, man. We had a good time Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Archie, my boy Archie.
Yeah, shout out to Archie. Thanks for coming out, man. Always a pleasure to see you, man.
Yeah, he came out to check us out.
Yeah, I think everybody had a good night that night.
Yeah. It was shout out Richard M. Chesky out there, man.
Shout out to Richard M. Chesky.
Had a show that wasn't too bad.
He did great.
He had a good job.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
I've actually told him that was one of your best performances that I've seen.
Yeah. I did. Did you hear on the news? In Ohio, apparently they're going to allow teachers to carry firearms. How you feel about that?
I think that's a bad idea.
Yes.
For so many different reasons.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, because to me, it's like it takes a mental... Like, I think that if you... Like, it's been teachers that lost their cool with students.
Oh, yeah.
And not saying that they would shoot a student, but they might.
Man, I already thought about it. That's what I was saying. Look, anybody who has a firearm, they get empowered, unfortunately. And now, people who aren't specially trained, and even people in the military, some people, when they get out, unfortunately, they still feel entitled, even though they're no longer under that umbrella.
Is it entitlement or
it's not entitlement? A state of mind. It's a state of mind. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. It's not entitlement, but you come out because of the things you've done. You look at other people thinking like, you really, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You feel like, even with cops, unfortunately. That's why I said, it's like, I can do your job. I choose not to because I don't want to be a hypocrite. Now, I know police officers out there that don't drink, don't smoke, and they can pull people over all day long. And they still will probably just give them a warning depending on the situation. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to make anybody's day shit. You know what I mean? But
you still got decent cops.
Exactly. There's still good cops out there. But you get ones that have power trips. You know what I'm saying?
That probably got beat up in school.
That, you know what I'm saying?
They probably don't get any respect in the bedroom with their significant other.
Well, no. Yeah, that. A lot of them end up cheating on their significant other because of the uniform. It does attract, oddly enough, females from broken homes. No, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, you know, I just don't think that, you know, I don't think that, you know, teachers carrying guns is the solution.
I've seen many videos of students beating up teachers or fighting teachers. All it takes is for that to happen where a teacher who is authorized to carry decides he's going to use it as protection because he felt threatened.
Yeah, that's something we don't need.
You know what I'm saying? That's eventually going to happen. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, just statistically, if you have all those firearms in all those schools all over America. Mm-hmm. Eventually. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying if it's starting in Ohio, and I don't even know specifically where. You know what I mean? I just know it's, you know, out there because, you know, but it's been mentioned before. Right after all these school shootings, I've heard that, you know, and it's been brought up. Now, I'm not opposed to, like, security. Like ex-Navy SEALs who are still working or somebody who's specifically trained to take out an active shooter who's coming into a school. You know what I'm saying? It's not a teacher who has a gun who goes to the firing range. You know what I mean? It can conceal and carry is not always the best option. And I'm not saying armed, you know, Navy SEAL is, or, you know, somebody who's trained in that field who's still, like, does security or some shit like that and who's authorized, you know what I'm saying? But even then it's fishy taking a weapon in schools like that. But you know.
I understand that, you know, they see, you know, they need to have, like, precautions and drills for school shooters and things like that. I don't know that having the teachers being armed will be the solution. Yeah. Maybe if you would beef up the security a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
And actually have the security guards actually have weapons.
But have them actually trained and properly suited to do the job.
Oh, yeah.
Not somebody who's just there to get some overtime or, you know what I mean, who can't even chase somebody down or somebody, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just somebody can perform a fucking...
actual security.
Yeah, physical fitness test.
Yeah, actual security for the schools. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I just don't, you know, somebody that's trained for that to actually secure the schools. I think that would be the solution. And then diving deeper to that, they have drills for if a shooter comes in a building, not just schools, but in other places like hospitals and facilities and workplaces like that. And unfortunately, this is the world we live in.
I think it's always been that world. I mean, more now because people, I don't know if they try to glamorize things now.
Well, it's more now because I think people are fed up. The world is changing. Prices are high.
Big time.
And in addition to the prices of being high and people are fed up, like I was going to say, get to the root and just treat people better.
Right.
Don't treat people these jobs. They think they can do anything to these people. They think they can turn their time upside down. They want to tell them when they can work, when they can't work, when to go to bed, when to wake up. They can't smoke a joint.
Right.
They can't do anything. So the jobs, they're trying to, you know, control people. So basically, if you, I think, you know, if you get to the root and just treat people better, don't have people working on jobs for 30 years, and then all of a sudden there's something in their qualifications that don't allow them to work there anymore.
Right.
Because that has happened.
Oh, yeah.
30 years later, all of a sudden you're not qualified for the position anymore that you've been working for 30 years. Right around retirement time.
Yeah.
If that individual doesn't have a strong foundation or a steady mind, he could be a potential shooter.
Oh.
How about just not treating people like crap?
Right.
Treat people better.
Yep.
Give people, you're always on somebody about the mistakes they made. You never tell them when they do a good job. Show some appreciation.
Right.
Verbal appreciation is good. Monetary is better to me.
It helps.
Yeah. So
it helps.
It's like, for example, it's like
people don't like their bonuses. Certain jobs
don't get bonuses. Why not?
Especially seasonal ones. They like lay off right before the holiday.
Treat people better. Stop doing crazy things to people. Stop, nagging them over silly things.
Right.
And I can speak for the drivers. Like most of these, it's like almost like an industry standard now with the cameras. Stop nitpicking at the drivers with these cameras. You were yawning. You were grooming. If you're digging in your nose, you were grooming or something like that. Wow. Now they have technology that follows the driver's eyes.
Get the fuck.
So if you're not looking in
straight ahead,
they're going to say distracted driver.
See, I'm glad, man. I walk around a warehouse, nice and quiet. Get orders ready. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Leave me alone.
The times of robots are here, but it's not quite. So we're still human beings. We're still going to do some things. Like I always say, as a trucker, I'll say this till my face is blue, and it'll probably never be blue because I'm a melanated individual, and I don't turn up many colors. But I'll say it until I can't say it anymore. If you leave and come back, that's a great day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kudos to all the drivers that leave their yard or leave their homes and they return back safely with no equipment damage. And that's a great day. All this nitpicking about you were on this day or this time, you were distracted. You were reaching down for something. You were eating a sandwich and something like that. If you left there and you got back with nobody hurt, nobody killed, no equipment damage, that was a great day. Leave that driver alone. And the same message applies to people at other. You do your job, you do a good job. Let the person know they do a good job.
There's things like if you forget to order like something on a thing, they talk shit, but all the other things you do good, they don't say a word about.
Yeah. So you're only as good as your last accomplishment.
Yeah, of course, man. But
which is garbage. Just treat people better.
Of course, dude. But that's unfortunately there's never going to be a world without that unless everyone does mushrooms or smokes some type of marijuana.
I mean,
and enlightens themselves and enjoys. You know what?
I believe I'm a decent individual. I don't do any of those, so you don't really need drugs or drink or alcohol to be decent.
This is true. I understand, but that doesn't mean you can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need them.
Yeah,
but why not? You know what I'm saying? Because look, on the road, I don't necessarily, especially on the road, especially in between. I like to wait till I get home where I'm in a spot. But you're talking about, how they nitpick and shit on the driver. And the problem is, though, when you're on the road, especially you're like how safe, thank God it is that you got, because there's a lot of people out there that are just nuts on the road. And I realized that's the only time I really hate people.
When you're on the road?
Yes. Immediately. Yeah. As soon as I go to get on the highway, somebody wants to be a fucktard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either I'm coming up, and instead of just either going ahead faster, they just go at their own pace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I try and lay back so they can go, but it's just like, or when, this one gets on my nerves. This is the worst. When you know a lane is closed. Mm-hmm. Lane closed ahead.
Right.
Right lane closed, people. Everyone's in the left lane. Okay, you get up to where it really cuts off, and now people want to try and cut over in front of you.
Right.
Because they drove all the way up around motherfuckers, and then when you honk at them, and they look at you like, what? Yeah, get the fuck behind me. Don't try and cut in front of me now.
Right.
You know that lane is closed.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's about me. It's about fucking me. And that's why people, and look, this is early in the morning. I really didn't have to do it, but it's like, come on. What are you doing here? Early in the morning, you just want to do this to other people because it's all about you?
You know what?
That's how, and unfortunately, that's society in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's always going to be, somebody's always going to want more than somebody else.
People
always want to get ahead.
People walk how they drive.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh yeah, they walk how they drive.
100%.
If they do that,
especially in the grocery store.
Yeah, if they do that to you on the road, they'll definitely do that to you in the line. If you're headed to a register that's open, they'll do the same stuff.
Right. That's a great analogy, dog. 100%.
They the ones that may get over without looking or come out of a parking space without looking, they doing the same thing in the aisles with their cart.
Right.
They're coming out those aisles not looking both ways. They just plowing out.
Yeah.
People walk how they drive. So, but basically going back to the guns in the school, I mean, yeah, they should definitely tighten up on the security. I mean, certain schools, they have only one entrance open.
Right.
Going, in.
But see, I don't know if that's safe either. So.
I mean, but
you got to have access to get the fuck out of that bitch. Too.
Right. So that's one way.
Yeah, that is one way.
Right.
But you need ways to get out.
Yeah. So that you have access out, and that's code 10 is called.
But there's other doors. You know what I'm saying? So how do you lock them from the inside?
You call it code 10.
Is this
code 10? Code 10.
Joe Green, not Joe, Mr. Clark, Mr. Joe
Let's
Clark.
Call it code 10. Get those chains and locks out of the door. Code 10.
You gotta call me back, man.
Yeah. They used to call me Crazy Joe.
Crazy Joe, that's what it was.
Yeah, but how do you secure a building? Okay, I mean, I'm not in the security business, but you know what you do? You put cameras at all the doors. Right. All right. You have somebody monitor those.
Well, you have a security team.
Yeah, you have a security team. You put cameras at the door.
But that's too much money. You know what? Unfortunately, they'd be paying more for security than they would the teachers.
I think it's worth it.
But that's another slap in the face.
I think it's worth it. That's what cost? Is there a cost for our children's safety?
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Not at all, because they could take some of that defense budget and do that. They can cut
or obviously here in Cleveland, they can take some of the street repair budget and do that. Yeah. But they sure wasn't using it on the streets.
Not at all.
Justin.
What?
I'm talking to the mayor of Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Justin Bibb.
Yeah. Streets everywhere jacked up.
Yeah,
I'm in Parma. Oh, yeah, I didn't pay the taxes yet. Oops. Working on that. Ugh. Money problems. You see what I'm saying, man?
Well,
I'll tell you what, man. The past 2 years, it's almost like people still playing catch-up. But places don't care because they want their money. They don't give two sucks about what you had to do and rearrange your lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's all good, though. We'll get there.
I also saw that Joe Biden is cracking down on all those people that did the PPP loans.
Oh, yeah, dude. You knew that was going to be a fucking thing, man.
Of course. I mean...
people think free money is going to be out there. And really, Joe Biden ain't doing nothing, dude. He's just out there. It's Congress. It's people who approved all that shit.
He made the announcement, and...
Well, yeah, he's...
whoever or whatever, but it's just unfortunate. A lot of people are going to get a rude awakening.
Oh yeah, people are going to, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
And to me, it's like I heard about it, I knew about it, but I stayed far away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to put myself in a position that I'm the PPP. I'm my own PPP loan.
Right.
I
already owe too many motherfuckers I know. Let alone PPP.
It's just unfortunate, but you had to know. I mean, it's almost unfortunate because it's almost like that show Bait Car.
Yeah, you're telling me about that shit, man.
Yeah.
Right? Damn near. It's like a reality
Bait Car.
We're
gonna get more people locked up.
Yeah.
We're gonna waive
shit, everyone's doing good. We need a way to be able to lock people up because jails are down. I don't know. They're probably more crowded than ever. What am I saying? I don't fucking know. Dude, I don't know, man. I told you I don't believe shit anymore. And this world has just been fucking flipped upside down in my mind anymore.
Either that or it's a way that they call it their self-recovery from the money that the government did actually give out versus like...
I mean, it's loans. That wasn't just here. It wasn't grants. You know what I'm saying? They expect people to pay it back, but they knew goddamn well people ain't going to pay it back. Unfortunately.
A lot of people said that their loans were forgiven.
Who?
I don't know.
They got a letter?
I don't know. A lot of people are saying that their loans are forgiven.
Man, they may have heard they're going to possibly do it, but until you get motherfucking written letter, your shit ain't got been forgiven. They're talking about forgiving student loans. I ain't got nothing in the mail yet. Say, guess what? Congratulations. You don't know what shit. You got great credit now. Congratulations. Nothing. Not a goddamn note. Not even a fucking post-it note.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck. Good luck to everybody. If they did, if you got away with it, kudos. You got one over. I don't got that much luck. That's like a little lottery ticket cashed in.
Well, I heard a long time ago, even before this announcement was made, they were getting a team together to go after the people that fraudulently inquired.
Well, they started at the lowest end and then worked their way to the middle and leave the top dogs alone because that just boosted their fucking economy. You know what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate.
It's super unfortunate, man, because that's another way that other people who are just other people use whatever power, I don't know what power, to control other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
I think at the bottom line is, good things do happen, but it's, if things seem like it's too good, 9 times out of 10 it is too good. It's too good to be true.
I know. Yeah. Well, once again, it was a loan, so people were supposed to have to pay it back. I mean, that is the idea of a loan. You're supposed to go into it thinking, okay, if anything, I'm going to take this, survive off of it a little bit, maybe invest so I can pay it back if you use it smartly. A lot of people did not. They got in and bought a bunch of shit with it. That was the problem.
Yeah.
But it was a loan. It's called a PPP loan.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a PPP grant. It wasn't a PPP take this motherfucking money and never have to pay it back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a loan. That's why I was like, I don't need a loan because I ain't going to pay back that motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? I knew what the loan was.
I stayed far away.
I stay away from credit and loans because I don't have it to pay back. You know what I'm saying? I can do dishes. The fuck you want me to cut the grass? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
I can cut grass.
Yeah, shit.
I can rake leaves.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just put it in an iPod. I'll take my time. I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
You gotta enjoy the moment you're doing,
Yeah,
I'm trying
absolutely.
while I'm at work, I just sing along in my head. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I ain't got iPods, so I can't just listen to shit all day long.
Yeah.
That was the one thing about the other place I worked at. They used to play music in the warehouse, which was dope.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
It kind of scared me sometimes.
What?
Because like when you go into the 55 room,
yeah.
it depends on what song's playing. It sounds like somebody in there with you, and I'm normally in there by myself.
Oh, okay.
And depending on what's playing, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
Yeah.
But it made the day go by so much better, dog.
Depends on what it's playing. It kind of freaks me out.
True. but they switch, between stations. So every once in a while you get some, some good fucking.
I always hear good music going through the rounds.
Yeah, well, they put on the 80s all the time. I'd be rocking to the 80s.
Yeah, I hear good music all the time.
Yeah. It's a good environment. It's just, like I said, one of the hours. And God, man, the workload is nothing compared to what I'm doing now, boy. Yeah. Woo! I got it made what I'm doing now, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? On the body.
Congratulations. You deserve that.
Yeah, but I'm still jacked up. Me and fucking the VA been having phone tag, trying to get in there.
You don't have to pull up on them.
Nah, my boy Steve. Shout out to my boy Steve, the nurse. He don't watch this shit, but I'm gonna tell him I shouted him out. He's trying to get in there because I'm trying to go see a chiropractor, but they think, they want to know how long it's been, blah blah blah. Before they just jump right to the chiropractor and this and that. You got to take steps, physical therapy. How long has it been? Blah blah blah. Blah. Did you injure yourself? You know what I'm saying? So. We've been playing phone tag. I gotta call him back tomorrow.
There you go.
All these grown ass medical problems. That's why my twerk ain't been right on stage. It's the hip. It hurts. It hurts, man. I'm getting old.
You have to retire your twerk, bro.
I might. I can't.
Ain't no point in half stepping it.
I can't. I need that joke. I need a part of the joke. I mean, I don't have to twerk, but.
It helps.
It helps. It just adds more to the joke. That's all.
Yeah, you might have to retire it.
I get it. That's got. I don't know. Gotta get more liquored up for it.
Is that right?
But I don't feel shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe get some cortisone shots or something. I don't know.
Well, that's why I gotta go to the VA and get it checked out. Which I gotta start paying some of them out. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bills everywhere, people.
I didn't know veterans paid bills.
Yeah, it's obviously it's probably the cheapest you can get anywhere, but it's still a fee. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta pay some shit. It is what it is, man. I don't know, because I don't know that these are injuries from that anyway.
Of course they are.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure they have something to do with it.
Sure they are.
All that goddamn gear I had to wear.
Of course.
I was one of the smallest dudes on the squad, and I had to carry all that fucking ass ammo. I guarantee that body armor shrunk my fucking spine like this much. Of course it did. I guarantee it did.
Yeah. A
little bit of arthritis in the lower back.
From that?
That was from the goddamn first deployment, most likely.
Yeah. It's from the U.S. government.
Probably.
They owe you.
But they don't. It's never, here, we'll pay this bill. None of that bullshit. But like I said.
Maybe they should.
Well.
And that's a part of treating people better.
Well, trust me, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's a part of what I'm saying is treating people better.
But that in lies with all these people trying to tell people what to do.
Right.
Look, I understand it sounds terrible, people. I understand it sounds, he's a pro authority. I do. Especially when the person telling me what to do, you don't know what's best for me. You know what I'm saying? I understand there's rules of how to treat people. Like you said, treat people better. I'm not saying you can just no rules. There's an understanding.
Right.
Look, I can tell somebody, just like the school shooting shit. You can do all you want to try to prevent it, but if somebody wants to go into a certain school, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Hopefully you can react.
I thought security was, better detailed until they stormed the Capitol. I didn't think that would be a place that you would be able to infiltrate.
Well, dude, when they come to a school, there's an active shooter. When you show up and you don't even go in school and fucking go and kill the fucking person anyway, then
they were all afraid.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You need somebody there who knows what the job entails, who's willing to do what it takes to take out an active shooter. Ex-Navy SEAL, ex-military individual who's been trained and is willing to put their life on the line to save other people, including kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Not some bitches that are going to show up on the scene with the weapons to go inside, but they which they swore an oath to uphold, and then not go into a school and take out
wonder if
somebody.
any charges being brought up against them.
Of course not. You know they still all have their jobs. They're probably, I haven't looked into it. I'm sure some may have been suspended. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because they were probably told to stand down. Or they're going to say they were told to stand down.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying? Protocol. Some bullshit.
Possibly.
You know what I mean? Some minority on the team will probably get blamed for it. No, I'm kidding. You know what I'm saying, man? That was one of the worst examples of, I don't want to say cowardness, because if you don't want to go in, you don't want to go in. I understand, but
then you should pick another career.
That's what I was getting to. You should have never decided to be that if you knew deep down in your heart that you weren't willing to go inside of a school when there was an active shooter. People sign up for things that they don't think that's ever going to happen because it sounds good. You know what I mean? When I joined the military, I knew right then and there was a possibility I might die. There was no, you know, it was after 9/11, but there was no thought of me going to Iraq. I had no thoughts in my mind until one of the first times I went to drill, and they're like, they're sending people out. I'm like, well, then it might be a possibility. And of course, when I was, as soon as I got out, of basic training, got right back. I mean, it was not even a few months I got out of basic training. They were talking about the deployment, and I volunteered. But it's like, look, if I'm willing to change my life, I'm willing to give my life up. I made sure I had all the possible life insurance I could have. It wouldn't be the best, but if anything were to happen to me, at least my son would have a jump start. My family would be okay. You know what I mean? They would have some type of boost, and hopefully they would have been smart and been taken care of a little bit. I look at it now, and it wouldn't have been shit money-wise, you know what I'm saying, for my life, but if it would have helped at any cost, at the same time, I had to change my life, so I had to do something. You know what I mean? I had to put my life on the line. And I was willing to do whatever it took, you know what I'm saying, to try and get back beyond reason. I'm a moral individual. I'm not going to fucking do some foul shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, thank God I didn't have to take nobody's life, you know what I mean? So, but you don't know where life's going to take you, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's so crazy about this fucking thing. And it's like, and so when I'm home alone, you mean to tell me this dude who knows nothing about me, who lives in this place, who has this job, can say whether or not I can do this in my own fucking house?
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? But there's always going to be that conflict, unfortunately, because somebody wants to tell somebody what to do because they feel like they have some fucking authority over somebody.
Right.
And it could be the fucking guy who works at the fucking manager night shift down the street. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. To the fucking stock boy. Right.
And that's another thing. It's like people's second job shouldn't stress you out. It's like, say if you got a main job, you got a second job. Like if your first job didn't require you to take a drug test, I'd be damned if your second job. It's your second job shouldn't stress you out at all.
At all. You should be able to, I don't even know if I want to fucking go into that motherfucker.
Right. Today. And I had a second job like that. I had a second job. Like one job I had an office to myself. I picked up the phone to make a phone call. A motherfucker said to me, "Did you ask and you use the phone?"
What?
I was like, "Rude?" I was like, "No, I didn't. I don't think I will." You know what I mean?
It's like, really?
Yeah, I got an office.
Right.
I can shut my door.
Right.
And I got to ask you permission to...
meanwhile, how are you in here? Bye.
No. I have an office. I had an office at my other job.
Okay.
My second job was at a movie place. I worked at a movie place.
Okay.
Movie rental place.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I picked up the phone.
Yeah.
Because that's where I used to make my long distance calls.
Okay. That's hilarious. That's smart.
Well, yeah,
it's pretty fucking smart.
Well, thank you, man.
Until they got the bill, they were like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, like who called in Jamaica?
Right. There is another one. We're trying to find this movie.
Yeah, like
it's a big request.
Like we got your movies, man.
It's a big request, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so
smart.
Yeah. Anyway, and then, so I had an office during the day, and then my second job was a movie job. Yeah, did you ask? I'm like, no, I don't think I'm going to. You know, are you kidding me right now?
I think the only time I had a second job was when I was driving school bus, and then at night I go work at my uncle's bar.
Okay.
Yeah. Second job was dope though.
It sounded like it was.
So I would go hang out, play some pool, because it wasn't, some nights when we busy, you know. Take some chicken wings home with a 40 and smash when I got home.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Eat my food, go to bed, go up, do it again. And I only worked there a few nights on the week, you know.
Oh,
so
okay.
it wasn't like a everyday thing. I remember my dad, man, my dad's always had like 2 goddamn jobs. He's getting like 2 pensions. He was a night manager at Johnny Eagle, and he was a janitor at school during the day.
Hustler.
Yeah.
Hustler.
Yeah. And then he go golfing whenever he could.
Hey.
Yeah, we got, like I said, we got in 9 holes last week.
Good.
Yeah. Second time out.
I haven't played it all this week.
We got to go out, dog.
I'm going to go out, and then we'll go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go out together? Who cares?
No.
Yeah, you can swing your clubs by yourself before you sell?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I have to work on my game.
Oh.
I'm not going to be out there being the dude that's hacking at the ball missing, losing their balls.
I lost like 2 balls last time I was out.
I can't lose
I
any.
put one in the water.
I always find the water. I don't care if it's far away or close up. My ball always finds the goddamn water.
Tell you what, my drives have been off the chain lately, but I start going right to my irons right after that. I'm trying, and the biggest problem is I pick my fucking head up. I stare at that ball and I say, keep your fucking head down. Don't pick it up. But no, I want to pick it up like I'm going to see something beautiful. Some beautiful fucking shot. Land right on, you know what I'm saying? You know you want to pick your head up because you're like, ooh.
I pick my head up, I stand up, I do it all. I start off good. Standing up and head up.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, I'm getting better. I do, and it's almost like my golf game is like my stand-up. I improve every time I go out, even though it's not every time.
You have to go.
It's not a lot. It's every time.
You have to go out to improve. You have to do it.
Yeah.
You just can't, just like, I think I heard Bill Bellamy say, you just can't go into the gym and start putting up 250. You got to work your way up.
Not at all.
Got to work your way up to it.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's process, and I told my dad, I was like, you know what? I said, if I was out here doing it all the time, I could be a professional.
I think, would you be in the senior racket now?
Not yet. No, seniors are in the 50s. I got time to get my game up to get into that motherfucker, yo. By then, I might be hitting par. I'm not nowhere near that. I had a couple pars, though. My putting is terrible.
Putting is terrible?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
What's your father's putter's name? 50 Cent?
50 Cent.
I love that.
It's dope. He bought it for 50 cents at a garage sale.
He'd be like, hand me 50 Cent.
Yeah.
It's 50 Cent time.
Like a 50 cents. It's an old school putter. It ain't nothing fancy about
the copper one?
Yeah.
Does it have the scoop on it?
I don't think it has a scoop, no.
Or you could like...
No.
So it's just...
Copper, like copper like top, and has I think like a beige. I think it's like a beige. But it looks old. 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Drains them, dog.
With 50 Cent.
Drains them every time. Not every time, but pretty goddamn close.
Y'all probably need the one with the 3 balls on it.
That's too fancy. For what? You just need a regular putter. It's all about this. It's all about the stroke.
Yo, I got a plain putter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was important for me to have a scoop on it, so I can sling my ball up. Like.
He wants to lick the putt. I was like the best dressed dude on the bench. I licked the putt.
Yeah, I mean, hey, You know, yeah, golf is a game you definitely got to work at.
I love it though, man.
And you have to. You're playing with yourself.
I love it.
No competition.
No.
And if you cheat and lie, you're only lying to yourself.
Lying to yourself, dog. Yeah. You ain't getting better.
Right.
That's what I tell my dad. I had an 8. I think it was even a par 3, and I had an 8 because I had a penalty stroke. So by the time I got on the green, I fucking like 3-putted. It was a wrap. That was like the worst hole I ever fucking had.
I've done like 12, 13. I think it should be a limit.
My dad said there is, but I said, no, how do I get better then? I want to know what my score is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Add it up. I had a fucking 12. You know what I mean? This is like when I first started.
Right.
I started like that, and I've gotten better. I've gotten better, a lot better. My drive's gotten better because I go to when I've gone to the driving range. It was probably like at least 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I just went there and I just started different stances. I would stand and I'd do different clubs. I'd do different hand movements, and I learned where you put your feet, like
shoulder lift.
Not even that. It's like where you position the ball, where, like, on your drive, it's got to be on your lead foot, parallel with your lead foot. I think the higher the club, the further back on your back foot the ball goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're hitting your 9-iron, you want it further on your back foot. But your driver, you want it lined up on your front. Your 5's basically center. 7 towards this way, 3 a little bit back, you know what I'm saying? Because it all has to do with the way you swing, though. Okay. So you got to figure that out for how your body swings. You know what I mean? But keep that fucking arm straight. And the biggest thing is to look at the fucking ball.
Right.
And keep your eyes down at the ball and just make contact with the ball.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
You swinging and you want to see where the ball goes, or you think you want to look at where the ball is.
All the time. All the time I do. I mean, there's times I hit it and I hit a good shot.
Any golfers in the Ohio area, come play with us.
Yeah.
On that note.
I tell you what, man, I'd like to get like a fucking, maybe not this year, but that, because, you know, the summers, but we need to probably plan like a Midnight Paco golf outing.
Sounds good to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like next year?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Because I don't know any golf courses. I've never been golfing here in Ohio.
Really?
Never.
Oh,
I always go golfing in PA.
Okay.
You know, so.
We can go up to Airport Green.
Where's that?
Up the street from me.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been to any golf courses here.
Really?
Ever. Like I went to, when we went for the family one, we went off of like the Geneva exit out there, but never in like Cleveland. I mean, I live in Parma. I'm like, there's like 3 golf courses around me right here, and I've never been to any of them. Yeah, so
not even hit the ball.
Never. No, I've been to a driving range, you know, by me, but you know.
You've been to what's that place called? New Golf, Something Golf,
Top Golf. No, Job. Shout out to Job. He works there.
Yeah,
we gotta go there. We gotta go. He said. I heard people say it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I think my cousin Bobby made it with. No, my buddy Eric. Shout out to Eric. He was here in Cleveland for a convention.
Oh, okay.
He said he had a great time.
Good.
He was like...
Cleveland rocks. Where is he from?
He's from Erie, but he's down in Tampa now.
Yeah.
And
Did he say anything about the windows?
Yeah, he said they were dirty as fuck.
He did not.
Yeah, he said...
They clean their windows in Cleveland. Yeah, they do not clean the difference between Cleveland and Erie.
Fucking stinky and dirty windows. But no, he was like, he was telling people he was coming to Cleveland, they're like, ugh. And then the guy was like, I had a great time.
That's everybody's impression.
The weather was perfect though the whole time he was here.
Everybody that's never been to Cleveland, they think negative things, and then they get to Cleveland and they be blown away.
But down by the East Bank, the East Flats.
Cleveland is dope all over.
Dope down there.
It's dope all over.
But they did a nice time.
It's better than Captain Larry's.
What's Captain Larry?
What is it called? Waldemere Park or something?
Oh, Waldemere Park's the shit! EPA people! Check it out!
Captain Larry's?
Pirates Cove. Smells like piss in there, though. Probably still has my urine in that bitch from childhood.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right.
On that note,
you can follow me at Just Full of Comedy on Instagram.
I am the_great_COREE. That's where you can find me. You can find us both at the Midnight Paco Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate everybody.
As always, we appreciate everybody.
Hit the subscribe. Peace out.
Boom.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. 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 Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.